Joshua 21. Towns for the Levites. 1. Now the family heads of the Levites approached Eleazar the priest, Joshua son of Nun, and the heads of the other tribal families of Israel. 2. At Shiloh in Canaan, and said to them, The Lord commanded through Moses that you give us towns to live in, with pasture lands for our livestock. 3. So, as the Lord had commanded, the Israelites gave the Levites the following towns and pasture lands out of their own inheritance. For the first lot came out for the Kohathites, according to their clans. The Levites, who were descendants of Aaron the priest, were allotted 13 towns from the tribes of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin. 5. The rest of Kohath's descendants were allotted 10 towns from the clans of the tribes of Ephraim, Dan, and half of Manasseh. 6. The descendants of Gershon were allotted 13 towns from the clans of the tribes of Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and the half-tribe of Manasseh and Bashan. 7. The descendants of Merari, according to their clans, received 12 towns from the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun. 8. So the Israelites allotted to the Levites these towns and their pasture lands, as the Lord had commanded through Moses. 9. From the tribes of Judah and Simeon, they allotted the following towns by name. 10. These towns were assigned to the descendants of Aaron, who were from the Kohathite clans of the Levites, because the first lot fell to them. 11. They gave them Kiriath Arba, that is, Hebron, with its surrounding pasture land, in the hill country of Judah. Arba was the forefather of Anak. 12. But the fields and villages around the city they had given to Caleb's son of Jephunneh as his possession. 13. So to the descendants of Aaron the priest they gave Hebron, a city of refuge for one accused of murder, Libnah. 14. Jattir, Eshtemoa. 15. Holon, Debir. 16. Ain, Judah, and Beth Shemesh, together with their pasture lands, 9 towns from these 2 tribes. 17. And from the tribe of Benjamin they gave them Gibeon, Geba. 18. Anathoth and Almon, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. 19. The total number of towns for the priests, the descendants of Aaron, came to 13, together with their pasture lands. 20. The rest of the Kohathite clans of the Levites were allotted towns from the tribe of Ephraim. 21. In the hill country of Ephraim they were given Shechem, a city of refuge for one accused of murder, and Gezer. 22. Kibzaim and Beth Horon, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. 23. Also from the tribe of Dan they received Eltekeh, Gibbethon. 24. Aijalon and Gath-Rimmon, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. 25. From half the tribe of Manasseh they received Tanakh and Gath-Rimmon, together with their pasture lands, 2 towns. 26. All these 10 towns and their pasture lands were given to the rest of the Kohathite clans. 27. The Levite clans of the Gershonites were given. From the half-tribe of Manasseh, Golan and Bashan, a city of refuge for one accused of murder, and Be-Eshterah, together with their pasture lands, 2 towns. 28. From the tribe of Issachar, Kishon, Daberath. 29. Jarmuth and En-Gannim, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. 30. From the tribe of Asher, Mishal, Abdon. 31. Helkath and Rehob, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. 32. From the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh and Galilee, a city of refuge for one accused of murder, Hamath-Dor and Kartan, together with their pasture lands, 3 towns. 33. The total number of towns of the Gershonite clans came to 13, together with their pasture lands. 34. The Merari clans, the rest of the Levites, were given. From the tribe of Zebulun, Jokneam, Kartah. 35. Dimnah and Nahalal, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. 36. From the tribe of Reuben, Bezer, Jahaz. 37. Kedemoth and Mephith, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. 38. From the tribe of Gad, Ramoth and Gilead, a city of refuge for one accused of murder, Mahanaim. 39. Heshbon and Jazer, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns in all. 40. The total number of towns allotted to the Merarite clans, who were the rest of the Levites, came to 12. 41. The towns of the Levites in the territory held by the Israelites were 48 in all, together with their pasture lands. 42. Each of these towns had pasture lands surrounding it. This was true for all these towns. 43. So the Lord gave Israel all the land he had sworn to give their ancestors, and they took possession of it and settled there. 40 For the Lord gave them rest on every side, just as he had sworn to their ancestors. Not one of their enemies withstood them. The Lord gave all their enemies into their hands. 45 Not one of all the Lord's good promises to Israel failed. Every one was fulfilled. Joshua 22 Eastern tribes return home. 1 Then Joshua summoned the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh. 2 And said to them, You have done all that Moses the servant of the Lord commanded, and you have obeyed me in everything I commanded. 3 For a long time now, to this very day, you have not deserted your fellow Israelites, but have carried out the mission the Lord your God gave you. For now that the Lord your God has given them rest as he promised, return to your homes in the land that Moses the servant of the Lord gave you on the other side of the Jordan. 5 But be very careful to keep the commandment and the law that Moses the servant of the Lord gave you, to love the Lord your God, to walk in obedience to him, to keep his commands, to hold fast to him, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul. 6 Then Joshua blessed them and sent them away, and they went to their homes. 7 To the half-tribe of Manasseh Moses had given land in Bashan, and to the other half of the tribe Joshua gave land on the west side of the Jordan along with their fellow Israelites. When Joshua sent them home, he blessed them. 8 Saying, Return to your homes with your great wealth, with large herds of livestock, with silver, gold, bronze, and iron, and a great quantity of clothing, and divide the plunder from your enemies with your fellow Israelites. 9 So the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh left the Israelites at Shiloh and Canaan to return to Gilead, their own land, which they had acquired in accordance with the command of the Lord through Moses. 10 When they came to Jeliloth near the Jordan in the land of Canaan, the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh built an imposing altar there by the Jordan. 11 And when the Israelites heard that they had built the altar on the border of Canaan at Jeliloth near the Jordan on the Israelite side, 12 The whole assembly of Israel gathered at Shiloh to go to war against them. 13 So the Israelites sent Phinehas son of Eleazar the priest to the land of Gilead, to Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh. 14 With him they sent 10 of the chief men, one from each of the tribes of Israel, each the head of a family division among the Israelite clans. 15 When they went to Gilead, to Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, they said to them,